This episode of Juggalo Judgment includes the acknowledgement that Jamie Madrox got a big ol' ass. He got a wagon dead bodies dragging. He's fried chicken hunting, scarfing down some piggy pie. He's never been on no die motherfucker diet. He's got a lot of something. And that's cool. Listener discretion is advised.
Oh, yeah. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, juggalos, juggalettes, and those who don't identify as such. This is Juggalo Judgment, where two friends take time out of their busy schedules to sit down, listen to, and analyze music of the Juggalo variety. You're joined by your hosts, Mike and...
Shmeev.
It's always Mike and Shmeev. It's not Mike and someone else, or someone else and Shmeev.
Fuck you,
It is
Jeremy.
us. Whoa! Whoa!
It's been a month or
Uncalled
so
for.
since that came out by the time you're listening to this.
Uncalled for.
I'm
You're
kidding.
You're still
cool.
my buddy.
You're cool.
You're welcome
You're cool,
on Juggle. You're welcome on Juggalo Judgment. You're welcome on Mic Check. Shmeev's never allowed on Mic Check.
Yeah, I'm not. Well,
He doesn't. I'm the one who vets all of the potential guests on Juggalo Judgment.
Mike, I'm not sorry to tell you this, but in 8 minutes you're going to be incorrect.
Oh no! Oh no! What happened?
Anyway,
Wait.
what do we have going on today, Mike?
Wait. No. What happened? What did you do? Who did you do something with what? What is
What?
being posted on our feed that I didn't know about?
Nothing.
You motherfucker. You son of a bitch. Meanwhile, this is a month after the case. You son of a bitch. I have a feeling I'm going to be very, very... I'm going to be like, you motherfucker! Now I have to, like, keep my phone up and just look at it. So literally in the middle of this episode, you're going to just hear, like, what the fuck? You did something with the boys from ICUP with weed, didn't you? Didn't you?
What if I did something with the boys from ICP?
That would never happen.
What if I paid for a cameo?
If you paid for a cameo, I would laugh. Also, I heard that they've been very, very slow about cameos and custom clown clips recently. So,
Well, I mean, it's in keeping with their brand. In keeping with the ICP brand of things people paid for eventually. Let's talk about other stuff. Like,
let's talk about other stuff, like
ICP
how we're so happy that you're back
Yeah, we're glad to see
and
you
listening
again.
to us.
If you've listened to before, if you haven't listened to before, we're welcoming you for the first time.
Yes.
Glad you decided to
and-
listen.
Yes, always. It doesn't matter if you've been here since the beginning, you know, or you're jumping on for the first time. We appreciate you taking the time to sit with us.
Would we call this an interesting time to jump in? We've said that about a couple things. I don't think this one is quite as interesting as some of the other points that people may have
necessarily.
entered through.
No, not necessarily. It makes sense, you know, maybe for depending on if you're a fan of the artist or their larger group in particular. Who and what are we talking about today?
Today, we're going to be talking about Jamie Madrox and his solo release, Phatso.
Yes. So
Before we
you'll
talk
remember-
about that, though, I do want to bring up one thing real quick that I saw just this morning. Because every once in a while, I will log into our Instagram, just ours, just to see what people say about things, because that's where we get a lot of engagement.
Yeah. Funny enough, we have more engagement on Instagram than anything else.
Except for the past month, nobody wanted to talk about non-Juggalo things.
not a damn thing.
Except our usuals. Yeah, we get some response from the usuals. But no, I just so happened to catch a post from ICP that they released the Bizarre sampler online for the first time. Like today or maybe yesterday, I don't know.
Yeah, they've been I don't know if we've said it before, but
We've been doing a lot of
like
dating
the
of
30th
this episode.
anniversary. Yeah. They've been doing the 30th anniversary of ICP, like in general. So throughout this year, they've been putting out a lot of their old stuff on streaming services for the first time. Like they put some of the old singles, like I think they put the Fat Sweaty Betty single was up for streaming now, and a bunch of other stuff. And recently, they just put the Bizarre sampler. This is the first time they've been available digitally ever, which is cool because they've also like every 2 weeks have been doing merch drops signifying like various eras. They actually did just do one for Bizarre Bazaar, and I almost pulled the trigger and bought a shirt because they had one that was that looked like the Let's Go All the Way music video, which is one of the coolest videos they've ever done. But I did not. But yeah, they're doing this, and I think it's going to be cool for people who may not have gotten to hear some of these old things like the samplers or the rare singles, that may never have been put out since. The Bizarre Bazaar samplers were pretty popular way back then because, they were really pushing those albums, pushing them out of their ass, and also pushing them because, fuck you, Sharon Osbourne.
Of course, yeah.
We're winning this goddamn, we're winning this. So, it's cool. It's really cool. I like that they've been doing that. But
so yeah, that's the only thing I really wanted to bring up.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I noticed it and I was like, it's my turn to be the news guy.
Yeah. Every now and then when I see that you've like I'll look and it's like we've gotten a comment or something and I'm like, I didn't see this. I didn't get this notification. It's because you probably saw it before I did and jumped in.
Yeah.
On the Instagram. It's like, you ass. So yeah, we're here talking about Phatso the album by Jamie Madrox. This came out in actually this is we're right about at the 15th anniversary mark for this album as well. I think actually by the time this episode comes out, it will have just passed it up. And you'll remember that we covered Monoxide's solo effort Chainsmoker back in 2004. So obviously Jamie Madrox is going to have to do that as well.
Yeah.
And
he's already hasn't he already done somewhat of a solo release or something? He did like a Mr. Bones thing or something at some point.
When he was Mr. Bones, he did release a album called Sacrifice, which Psychopathic ended up which they ended up actually re-releasing remastered on tour in 2010. We won't talk about that because it's pre-Psychopathic stuff.
Yeah.
And there was another album that he was working on, and we talked about some of the tracks from that from Cryptic Collection 2, I think. But this is his first solo effort as Jamie Madrox, and today it's his only solo album. Or at least the first version of it. Hint, hint. And if I'm correct, he did tour for this as well. And we have some interesting production on this. Now, I never looked at this before. I literally did not look this up until last night. But I was curious. I was like, oh, okay, this is probably done by Fritz. And
somewhat.
I'm only partially right. Because actually, the majority of this album, out of 14 tracks, about half of this was done by Monoxide. And I didn't know that.
There you go.
Monoxide has been, taking more time behind the boards.
Honing his skills.
Pressing some buttons just to get that production credit. But we do have some by Fritz the Cat, and we also have some production by Bar None Productions. I don't know who that is. It just sounds like somebody familiar. That, they outsourced or whatever. So yeah, Fritz, Monoxide, and Bar None Productions did the production for this album. I'm not going to bother pointing out which one was which unless you specifically ask me. Although some of them I was kind of surprised that I was like, oh, that's a Monoxide track. Interesting. So yeah. This album is, I think, just shy of an hour, something like that.
It's about 45 minutes.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yes, it's right in front of me.
Is it? I feel like you're lying. Because meanwhile, whenever we were talking about this, you were like, "This is too fucking long."
Did I?
I feel like at first.
I don't think I did.
Oh, fuck this. Oh, 45, 34, okay.
No.
Well, it's respectful of our time.
Yeah. So before we get to the album, though, we have a thing we gotta do.
What's that?
We gotta...
What do you got?
I mean, you heard me before we started actually recording say it, but for the folks at home, I have A genuine Faygo delicious cola.
Cola.
What do you have?
So I almost didn't have a Faygo today. I didn't have my car for a good chunk of the day yesterday, which made it difficult for me to actually acquire any. And then this morning, I woke up and I said I should grab Faygo. But I know that Speedway doesn't really have any flavors anymore, and the corner store near us, when I went before, their stuff was warm as fuck. Like, the thing was not working. It was just warm. Mm-hmm. And then I remembered a tweet that I had received, like, last month from Scott.
Oh.
Who told me about Moe's in Ambridge, which I'd never been to. I don't go to Ambridge. That's the hood. It frightens me.
Shut up.
And so... Actually, the main reason I don't go to Ambridge is because there's a lot of fucking one-way streets, and I hate it. It drives me fucking nuts. So I ventured to Ambridge. I ventured to Moe's. And I have in my possession... I'm so fucking happy. I needed this so fucking much. I got Rock and Rye.
Ew.
I'm hype as a motherfucker right now.
You know, we were talking about this earlier, and you were trying to get me to guess where it was from. I said Moe's, and you ignored it.
You did not say Moe's.
I did.
No, you did not. You did not say
I literally
Moe's.
Did.
No, you didn't. You said, was it from the Speedway? Was it from the corner store? I said no.
You ignored it whenever I said it, or it didn't go through.
Anyways, let's crack these bitches open.
Let's go.
So I'm a bit concerned because I'm looking at this and I think this expired in October.
Some fresh cola. Delish.
Motherfucker. I think this is... Oh, God. I'm scared now. There's like no carbonation to this because it's fucking expired. Okay, no. Before we... Hold on a second. We're not going yet. Hold on.
I'm excited for what Scott's going to have to say about this.
I have a second one.
A second Rock and Rye. I'm sure he's stocked up on Rock and Rye there.
Motherfucker. That's some bullshit. I'm so fucking salty right now. Scott, if you're listening to this, you have failed me. Because I bought 2 Rock and Ryes. Both of them expired on October 28th, 2020. I'm going to get sick. Probably going to die. This is the end. This is the end of Juggalo Judgment.
Delicious fresh cola.
From stale Rock and Rye. Fuck you. I was so goddamn excited for Rock and Rye. I mean, it still tastes good.
Yeah, there you go.
It's just the carbonation is not there.
Well.
It's flat Rock and Rye.
I mean, if it still tastes good, it still tastes good.
Yeah.
But with all that, let's jump right into this shit. Track 1. Hey, fatty.
Manners are the happy ways of doing things. And Emerson was right. Be natural. Be yourself. But see yourself as others see.
I'm sick eating Jello mix straight up out the packet, but wearing a brown leather Indiana Jones jacket. I'm not the run of the mill, a flash in the pan. Keyed up like Jim Hellwig with tight wristbands. I'm like a mix of Sartan, Batman, and Hobgoblin. The multiple man metamorphosizing and transforming. Abuse a mic like a junkie, but you a drug. As I smack my head against the wall and catch me a buzz. No sound, sounds like this does here. And if you're quiet, you can hear the music falling in my ears. Switch a melon with a mallet like I'm Gallagher's brother. And if it wasn't for talent, we'd be some broke motherfuckers. I'm a cannibal, I'm salted and twisted while eating pretzels. Screaming, eat beef, stabbing you with dinner utensils. I'm under pressure like a paperweight. Sick minds are cursed, so we have a hard time getting things straight.
Hey, fatty, fat, fat, oh, fatty, fat, fat, what you got for
us? They call me Phatso.
Hey, fatty, fat, fat, oh, fatty, fat, fat, what you got for us?
Straight out Phatso.
Hey, fatty, fat, fat, oh, fatty, fat, fat, what you got?
We're right out the gate here, you know? This is a very unusual for a psychopathic album. It's a very rare Psychopathic album that introduces itself with a full song.
No like skit or like intro song.
One full song, a manifesto of the rest of the album. We don't need to talk about it. You don't rap about it.
Yeah, and honestly, Jamie Madrox is probably one of the best people to do that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if I was gonna pick somebody at all, it would be Jamie Madrox and maybe ABK.
Yeah. I would agree with that. I would totally agree. So one thing before we move on is there's so many people that have asked like, "Hey Jamie, when are you gonna make another solo album? When's Phatso 2 coming out?" And he's like, "Well, I got skinny at one point."
I mean, he already
like legit like 4 years after this album, he dropped a ton of fucking weight to the point where like people were concerned, like thought that he was doing like cocaine or something.
Oh,
yes. Like if you look at the photos, especially the one when they got arrested, and they had to take off their face paint with just regular paper towels and no water. It looks really bad. He got back up to a healthy weight again, but yeah, that's one of the reasons why we haven't gotten a Phatso 2.
I mean, he released a Phatso 2, and we're gonna cover it in a week. We're gonna listen to this exact same album.
It is not 2. It is Earth 2. That is a difference.
Nah.
There is a difference.
Nah.
Don't you argue with me. So anyways, yeah, we got a fun beat, and it just jumps right in.
Fun beat.
Like this is to be completely honest, one of the standout
like that goofy sounding guitar bend coming down.
Yeah,
that's good.
This whole album, I think, has very strong beats. Like there's a couple here and there that I'm like, it's not remarkable to me, but like this one more than Monoxides has, I think, stronger production overall. Granted, it's been, another 2 years, so the people who worked on that stuff prior had a little bit more time to
hone their craft,
tighten things up. But yeah, like this is just a fun way to kick off the album, and Absolutely. I really, really enjoy it.
I mean, I don't have a whole lot more for it.
No.
Our boy's a dork, but he can flow and he can stunt. And that's what this track is about. Like, it's just literally him being like, here's all the nerdy shit I'm into, but also check out my flow and stuff, y'all.
Yeah.
And
check out my flow and stuff. I'll tell you to do that. I'll tell you to check out my flow about 7 other times on this album.
This is Jamie Madrox doing the thing that Jamie Madrox do best.
Yes.
Being a kind of big dude who rap good. About nothing.
Being a big dude. I've got that down. Being chunky. Oh my god, if the Jamie Madrox of 2006, if this album came out today, there would have to be a Big Chungus thing on here. Like somewhere on this entire fucking album, there would have had to have been a Big Chungus reference, or like a Thick Boy or Chonky.
Yeah,
something.
Yeah, the album would be called Chonky and Chonky Earth 2. There'd be like a big slow beat, and like the hook would just be like, "He chonky."
Damn boy, he thick. You got anything else on this one?
No.
All right, let's move on. Track 2, Get 'em.
C10 AFA gold stripe kind of shit you hang on to in life like good advice, and my vice is in my music and through it I vent my anger and fear and the love for the shit I represent. I'm a self-employed and certifiable freak with the money to hit the studio and stay the whole week. I'm sick and can't no prescribe medication corrected, so fuck it, I accept it. I'm demented, it's insane, but I know instead of flowers growing I continue to smoke every last one that's cut and rolled. I'm too old for this shit, but man, I'm just a pup, fresh out my daddy nuts. Now that's what's up, on point like pencils, sharpen my skills and my mental so I can dominate the instrumental. I'm monumental, iconic and statuesque. Well, other silly bitches, silly buddy at best. Come on. I'm gliding, I'm wildin', riding, floating, coasting. I'm about to get you. Get 'em and get 'em. I'm about to get 'em and get 'em. I'm gliding, I'm wildin', riding,
Get 'em. Got another fun beat here.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's pretty basic until you get to the hook, and then you know we got some squeedly meedlies.
Yeah, you get a little synthy in there. It's beautiful. Lyric sites only have the first verse of this.
Yeah,
so
it's fucking annoying.
I can't. I wasn't able to fully analyze his line in the second verse about people who don't let beefs go, clearly referring to his partner in crime, Monoxide. You know, and his ongoing beef with Violent J.
No, that was totally about their ongoing beef with the Cottonmouth King. It had to have been. Or Bubba Sparks.
Or the ongoing psychopathic beef with Eminem.
Or the one that was probably happening with Esham.
Or Lavelle.
Or ABK. I don't know.
I don't think anybody... I feel like... Who could have beef with ABK?
I don't know. ABK just seems like such a stand-up guy.
He seems so impossible to have beef with because, like, how the fuck do you work with both of these record labels when there is so much bad blood going on?
Okay, tangent. Okay, tangent real quick. No, tangent real quick. He has not done anything with Psychopathic in the last couple of years.
But he's still signed to them somehow, isn't he?
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Okay.
No, ICP confirmed like last year that the only people that are on Psychopathic are them and Ouija Mac.
Well, like, when was he no longer signed with them? Because he was still signed with them for like a while,
point,
wasn't he?
Who knows? At this point, who knows? At this point, who fucking knows? He was supposed to release an album with them in like 2016, and it got put on the shelf because of one of the people who produced it.
Oh. Well.
And he's not signed to MNE, but he's doing a project with them. He gets to do his own thing.
He does.
He is a specter who just comes and goes. Anyways, back to this.
There's a specter haunting the Juggalo scene. That's for my Marks homies out there.
So the one note I have on here, and unfortunately it's going to be a running thing here, is anything being said. Madrox is a good rapper.
Mm-hmm.
At this stage of Twisted's career, he is still a better rapper than Monoxide. However, is there anything of substance that's being said? And I love this. I generally loved this album, even whenever I first got it, because it's like, oh, technically he's doing some cool shit.
Yeah.
But we've mentioned before on multiple Twisted albums, and Madrox is the biggest offender of it. Is he's just rapping for the sake of rapping?
It's very much rapping about rapping. That's what he do.
Can we get Jamie Madrox and Mega Ran and Storyville? Thank you. Just the remix. Just come on. I'm throwing that out there.
Hold up. Who does Jamie Madrox say his own name like?
Well, Jamie Madrox is the name of Jamie Madrox, the Multiple Man in X-Men.
Right, but like Madrox say his own name like who?
I don't know.
We got like a Pokemon. We got like the Rock.
The Rock do.
But who do he say his own name like?
We'll figure it out.
Okay. That's fair. But yeah, aside from that, like I said, like he is just going on about like it's a thing in rap. Like people do it all the time. Like just like stunting tracks are fucking everywhere. They're a dime a dozen. But
the problem is there's when there's so many of them on the same record.
Oh yeah.
That's the problem. I don't have a problem with a stunting track because I mean shit, I'll go and listen to an early 50 Cent album or G Unit. Guess what? They're stunting all over that shit.
For sure.
That's par for the course. It's just the fact that, like, again, it's when you have it so frequently on the same album.
And also when you just run out of ways to do it. Like, he's not... it's not that he's, like, one note in the way that he does things, but I mean, like, a lot of times I could trade out most of his verses in songs like this, and it's like, who's gonna fucking notice? Like,
yeah. So I have nothing else on this one. I mean, I like this track. I think it's a fun track. I like the hook. As simple as it is.
Yeah, it's not bad.
But I mean, I still dig this track overall. But yeah, it's just Jamie Madrox tells you that he raps really well.
Yeah.
I did like the
some rappers
very last
have
line.
beef.
I like the very last the last line from the final verse is if I'm the role model, what will they grow up to be? Get better role models, kids. Stop watching all of those like documentaries about serial killers and stuff. Get better role models.
Like us. Track 3, customer's always right. Oh, I didn't turn on my volume. It's all right. I'm not a good role model after all.
So this is a skit.
That's all I wrote was, it's a skit.
It's a skit. You got Jamie Madrox doing 3 different voices, one of them being his own.
What is the motto?
And yeah, I'm glad that we got a skit. Honestly,
Okay.
with Madrox doing everything.
Give me the bubble bacon burger with the no cheese.
You want cheese on the motherfucker or not?
Did I just not say I don't want fucking cheese? What did you
Want
call
heart
me?
attack the hard way? You want something to drink with that?
What did you just call what I
They-
ordered?
Call it a heart attack. You fat motherfucker, you bacon and burger.
Look at
I mean,
you,
it's a
I'm
dumb
fat,
skit.
motherfucker.
It
Look
is.
at you, you're fucking humongo.
Sit there trying to talk shit to me, you big old nasty crust.
Humongo.
bubble,
I need to
red
use that
cheese.
word.
Why don't you go
That's
get your
a
fucking
funny word.
manager?
You want to talk to my manager?
Humongo.
You ain't got to see my manager. You can see me. You can see me right now.
Would you like that supersized? No, I want that humongo size.
You don't want to work.
Get up there. Come about,
Give me
about
my giant
Move,
Dr.
move
Pepper.
about the way.
Yeah, this is gonna lead right into track 4, Freak Out.
Son of a bitch! Get him off of him! You ever been about to fuck a bitch, and before you take her pants off, you can smell her pussy in the air? What about the hotels, dog? Everybody been to the hotel, got in the room, and shit in the toilet, dick hair on the seat, somebody blood on the towel. Well, this shit here is for you. Carbonation and pus bubbles and open wounds. Hospitals and old men that chew, snuff and spit chew. Old bitches that smell like a bitch hut. That sit up at the mall on their pancake butt. Blood, crust, and scabs, even secretions too. There's a lot of weird people that live in the world we do. They jack off in they rides while watching the ladies walk by. They go in the store and touch every product inside. I say nobody sees it and they act like it's a long shot. Is there a pubic hair floating in my pop? Is there a toenail in the coleslaw again? Run them sick bitches working up at Kentucky Fried Chicken. Them motherfuckers hate me and I know that they do, because they have to get to work when my ass comes through. And if you spit in my food, I'ma kill you, dude. I know it might seem harsh, but I'm feeling a strange mood too. They keep on wigging me out. 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 They keep on wigging me out.
All right, so the subjects go, and they actually change up slightly depending on the verse. First, we're talking about basically like nasty people,
Yeah.
and then to annoying people, and then to quote unquote sick fucks, which I put as like sexual deviants.
I mean, he specifically says pedophiles.
Yeah,
He doesn't say the word, but that's what he's spelling out.
yeah. I could have done without this track.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Like I don't need this one. Especially like, I'm sorry, but the opening lines just throw me off so much. like if I'm in my car, all right, and I turn my car on, my phone's already like plugged in, and the first thing that pops up is his opening lines. I'm like, yeah, I need to change this. I can't
Yeah.
can't do that. So this is This is not one that I give any fucks about.
Here's a PSA for y'all. Wear visible clothes at night. Unless you're Robin, then don't wear visible.
Oh yeah, because that was one of the ones he was saying about it.
Gets real mad about like people riding bikes at night, wearing
dark
all
clothes.
Yeah. You know,
I wear dark clothes because I want to get hit.
And then some of it in the first verse is he's kind of doing like a drugs and razor blades and Halloween candy kind of thing, where it's just like this is stuff that happens, but like rarely.
Yeah, is it really as prominent as
he talks about people spitting in his food at restaurants and stuff, and it's like usually if that happens, you did something and you know what you did, or you are just that oblivious to what a piece of shit you are.
As somebody who worked in fast food, I never did that, nor did I ever see any of my coworkers do that. Have I wanted to? Maybe.
Yeah, that's the other thing in the skit thing. It's like, no, you look like a motherfucker who doesn't want to do his job. Yeah, nobody nobody wants to do that job. The fuck you talking about, Jamie? Congratulations on winning the fucking lottery, but
I mean, it happens. It happens to the best of us.
In this modern day, where people have become significantly more hostile to service workers and stuff, be they, you know, people at a grocery store, to fast food workers, to people working gig jobs of like food delivery and all that shit. Man, I have no patience for people who are like dicks to anybody in those jobs.
So literally just yesterday, okay, I was at Walmart, not the one near us, the one across the river. And they had...
The not good one.
The not good one. I fucking hate that one, but the only reason I went is because every now and then they have a better selection than what ours does. So I was there, and there was literally only 3 registers open, aside from, you know, self-checkout.
Yeah,
but we have more stuff. So I was like, let's just fucking go there. And this person, the person who was at the checkout, was so goddamn slow. Like, super fucking slow at ringing stuff out and everything. And I'm just getting frustrated. I was like, with only one person in front of me, it took almost 15 minutes. And I was like, this is ridiculous. However, had anybody behind me spoke up and said to speed up, I'd have cussed them the fuck out.
Yeah.
Because I know what it's like. It's a sucky job.
Yeah.
And the person who was ringing them out, they were very polite. Yeah. They weren't like, oh, this fucking sucks and blah, blah, blah. Like, no. They were doing their job. They were just slow at it.
Yeah, people work at the pace they're able to work at. You know?
Yeah. It's just like, part of me was like getting frustrated because I'm like, fuck, this is taking so goddamn long. But if any motherfucker behind me would have said shit or talked shit, I would have literally bitched them the fuck out.
It can be an annoying situation, but you don't know what the fuck's up with anybody, so just keep your fucking mouth shut. Get mad.
Also, they were like, the person was a kid. Like,
yeah.
And I could tell because the tag. So they were like probably 16. Like, chill the fuck out.
Get mad at the fucking store for not staffing their goddamn store, you know.
Yeah, and that was the funny thing too, was like the front end like manager, you know, you understand what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Was like, I guess there was a person who was waiting at like customer service and there was nobody there, and they were like, I'm very sorry, like we're understaffed at the moment. I'm thinking to myself, you're not understaffed at the moment. You're always understaffed.
Yeah.
Because Walmart records billions and billions of dollars of profit yearly.
Oh, they sure
and
do.
decides that they don't want to fucking A, have people on shifts, and B,
pay a decent fucking
pay
wage.
a decent wage.
They've raised it lately to, you know, more than other places, but still under what people need to fucking live.
The fact that Sheetz starts at like $12 an hour here is just bonkers to me. And I think even our Walmart Walmart is still only like 11, maybe 12.
Jesus.
So I don't know. Like, and also I had read something recently that said like the fight for 15 is so behind now that it should really be closer to like $27.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, but by productivity standards, like we're in the 20s.
Yeah. So
I mean, I'm glad that I'm getting underpaid, but more than most people get, like, you know, a little less under.
yeah, seriously. But you know what? That's not what the song is talking about. Sorry, we're you know, smearing our show.
No, this is on the other side. The person making all of the money who's mad at the people who don't.
You know, we're smearing our podcast with our leftist liberal bullshit. Sorry.
Well, you know what? This is what we got.
Okay, true shit. We flew out to a studio in Vegas, some old $300.
We got another skit.
Type shit.
I wrote.
It was me
Sure.
and Paul, 2 prosties, and an
so dumb.
engineer. This is what we got.
Yeah.
I also want to point out that in the liner notes for this one,
I'm gonna boost this track really loud during this part.
great. I'm so glad that you do. Additional vocals by
A
prostitute. And this goes into track 6, This Bitch.
A dick to ride. Lucky girl, Webb had all 3.
Don't know what she got coming to her. If I stick it, I'm about to stick it to her. I'ma blow it out the frame. I'ma tear that ass up. I'ma lick the whole plate. No shit. I'm a 10-second brother with an hour with a dick. Wanna spend a little time. Hey, bitch. Can I get some cut up? So I'm stepping up to her with a pickup line. Like this. I like them freaky deaky. I like the way they freak me. Fashion they nipples and peaches from out the street bikini. I like them dirty bitches without no panties on. First time she bending over, grab her records cause it's on. I got pole for snake hole and cake hole. Put you some in the doggy bag so you can take home. I make it good for you, make you explode again and again like your body's out of control. Ain't got no money on it. I got some money in my wallet, but that's mine. You ain't getting none of it. All I can offer you is some time in the ride and my word and my promise that I won't bust up inside. This bitch, don't know what she got coming to her. If I stick it, I'm about to stick it to her. I'ma blow it out the frame. I'ma tear that ass up. I'ma lick the whole plate. No shit. I'm a 10-second brother with an hour with a dick. Wanna spend a little time. Hey, bitch. Can I get some cut up? So I'm stepping up to her with a pickup line. Like this.
So yeah, we
Juggalo love song!
yeah,
Juggalo love song!
sort of.
It's the best Juggalo love song!
We
So good.
heard some monoxide coming at the end there. So here's the thing about this track, though, right? Madrox has a verse about, you know, talking about the kinds of women that he likes and all that stuff, but then reminding them at the end that, you know, he's not going to give them money for anything. And then Monoxide comes in. He's like, all right, Monoxide, take a verse. Tell us about the kind of women that you like. But Monoxide has a bit of a problem with that. He can't quite understand the concept because he hates women, so that's literally his verse. He's unable to carry through with the theme of this song.
Wait a minute, wait. Does that mean that we have a reverse thing here?
Oh.
Normally on Twisted albums that we've seen, it's been Monoxide who sets things up, and then Jamie goes off the tangent.
That's true, yeah.
Oh no. Aw, Paul, you're better than this.
Not in this subject. If there's one thing we've learned about Monoxide, he definitely isn't. This is a subject in which he is woefully inadequate. My dude is incapable of talking about the kinds of women that he likes because that list is empty.
I like his verse. His verse is fun.
Anyway, it's a good beat.
I love it. This is
fast.
one of the ones.
This one just blows right the fuck by. It's 3 minutes, but it's still pretty fast. Like that's
This is the one. This is the one that surprised me because this is produced by Monoxide.
I can see that.
I was like, I did not expect that, but cool. I think that's what it was. I'm pretty sure it was. I was like, oh wait. Yeah, Monoxide did this one. Yeah, this one was always just a fun track for me.
I wonder if what happened was like Jamie was like he wrote his verse and then he comes up with a title. He's like, this bitch, and then he doesn't say anything to Monoxide. He hands him the title of it, and Monoxide's like, this bitch. It's just a misunderstanding from the title.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense.
I find it more likely my first theory though.
This This is kind of cool though because I like this track because it reminds me of Off the Chain from Man's Myth. Like
this
that
is
was
just a
another
twisted track, more or less.
Like, but it just they both had really fun beats with the subject matter that worked. And yeah, I just enjoyed this one a lot. It reminded me a lot of that track actually.
They do like a standard twisted format for this, right? 2 verse, and then half verses.
Nope, the last one is just Jamie.
It's just Jamie. Okay.
Yeah. Paul only has the one verse in the middle.
Is it a verse? I think it was because I remember in one of these, there's verse, and then like the last one it's a Jamie verse, but like you get like Monoxide coming in on like to double up some lines, or
I think that's later
emphasize.
On in this album. So yeah, I like this track.
That might be with a different guest.
Maybe.
Anyway,
I don't think so actually. Whatever. But yeah, this bitch, one of the best Juggalo love songs we've encountered yet.
I guess
one of the best.
Track 7, Big Guns.
Buddy. Wait a minute, man. We gotta stick together. Those things are everywhere.
I'm just doing what the voices inside my head tell me to do, kid. So if they say blow your fucking brains out, I blow your fucking brains out. Nothing personal, understand? I just haven't been myself.
Back when the hammers were the Dayton's and way before spinners, when rhymes weren't the size of a 4-course dinner, and eights were always laced with rocking the mic right. Not 16 bars of rappers who can't write. Not 16 cars for people who can't blow with rings and big ice and colorful ringtones. Before merchandising and enterprising and multi-million-dollar music companies uprising and macking the business and entertainers everywhere. We're either too high to notice or too dumb to carry the way. That's why we living in it today. You better bite for that deal, for that meal, go away and you become another one of them motherfuckers who got nothing. Broke down, beat up and disgusted. Hating on everybody, accustomed to taking the easy route. So I cock back the hammer and I blow they back out. Blah, blah.
Here it is, here it comes, it's another one.
Put up your big guns, cover your eardrum.
Here it is, here it comes, it's another one.
Put up your big guns, cover your eardrum.
Here it is, here it comes, it's another one.
Put up your big guns, cover your eardrum.
Here it is, here it comes, it's another one.
Put up your big guns, cover your eardrum.
All right. So this was one of the tracks that had no lyrics for.
Yeah,
I just gave it my close listen and all that stuff. And the one thing that I do want to note about it, because I attempted to find the lyrics anyway. You know, I did a quick search on any site. If you search for Jamie Madrox Big Guns lyrics, the first result that you will get is for the song Big Guns by Jamie Madrox on Damn Lyrics. However, contained therein on the page is the lyrics to the song Big Guns by Skid Row. I was greatly amused by. At first, like, I'm reading the lyrics and I'm like, this does not look like anything that he said. And then I see the chorus and I'm like, is this the fucking Skid Row song? And it is. Aside from that, this track exists. I guess it's pretty mediocre to me.
This is the thing. I thought I liked this song way more than I do. And I think it's just because I really like the beat a lot and I love the chorus. But I think there's a reason why I came up to that conclusion, and it will be discussed later on.
Okay.
But I also don't really have any notes on this, so I'm going to just totally steal an excerpt from Robbie, aka Twisted History.
Everybody's going to think that like we exclusively rely on lyric sites to be able to do our analysis, but it's not. That's not exactly true. This song really is just mediocre.
Yeah. so here, okay, so this is gonna be funny. Twisted History, he'll do just straight up like album critiques and stuff and go track by track for the most part. So for this one, Big Guns is one of the album's strongest tracks. Madrox walks us through a series of images from his pre-twisted days in order to explain the paranoia that keeps him driven to be his best. He has to be dope because otherwise he would be nothing. This is a different and much more interesting version of the braggadocio we've heard earlier on this album. Madrox is still talking his shit, but there's anxiety at play as well.
Interesting.
Braggadocio is a very good word.
Oh, that's a good one, yeah. It's used a lot in reference to like the stunting of rap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you say this is a whatever track, and meanwhile Robbie's like, this is one of the best tracks on here. To each their own.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think that I liked this song more than what I actually do, and I'll explain whenever we get to the end of this album why that might be the case. So,
I mean, I'm pretty sure I already know why that might be the case.
You probably already do, but for the people who don't fucking know, wait to the end.
Okay. You know,
right.
Just keep on.
My style is infinite, I adapt to formats and metamorph for combat like a battle rap. My mouth's a gat and I'm clapping it off. You get hit with a slug, you better die, shake it off. I never freestyle, fuck a free rhyme till I'm paid like Puffy. You gon' have to pay for mine. I'm steady on the grind and I don't care what you rep or who you roll with. I make dough and focus on my own shit. You hating bitches, worry about the next man. I never pay attention when I focus on the game plan. My shit is heavy, it'll hold its own weight, but I brought some duct tape just in case shit breaks. Cause you know how shit goes sometimes when you flip the script and it blows somebody's mind. But I keep on doing what I do like they told me, and never let the stress of bullshit fold me. Keep on doing what you do. Nod your head if you're here and you're feeling it too. Keep on doing what you do. Can't stop, can't quit, won't stop, man. Fuck you, fuck you. Never gonna stop doing this, doing this. We never gonna quit doing this, doing this. If it don't bang, it ain't not. And as long as the mic on, I'ma continue to rock. They call me one of the newest and truest to
That second verse kicks in pretty hot.
Mm-hmm. This is, whenever I got this album, this was always one of the standout tracks, and this was the first one that I played on repeat to memorize.
I can dig that, yeah.
This track goes fucking hard.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. It's a good stunting track. Of the stunting track, there are times whenever...
of the 8 stunting tracks that we have here on this 14-track album.
You know, whenever you're, inundated with stunting tracks, sometimes one will come by that is somehow still a stunting track just like the rest of them, but refreshing in a way. This is that one.
And vastly superior.
Yeah, that too.
This one is it's a super fun track. It's fast-paced. The beat is fantastic.
He makes a reference within the first couple lines to freestyling and how he will never do freestyling, but then he kind of twists it into never rapping for free and stuff. But thinking about that, I was kind of mulling it over in my head, and I was like, I think Madrox is the most likely on the label to actually be able to freestyle. It seems like he just has a good library in his head to rhyme with. I already know where you're going to go with this. I'm just saying.
Where am I going to go with it?
Probably to that show about freestyling he was on where he probably couldn't freestyle and he just rapped a verse that he already had or something. I don't know.
So, yes, he was on that.
Sure.
And he did a verse. Monoxide could not.
Oh, okay. Well, there we go.
He was super fucking bad at it.
Well, I mean, when was it?
2007, I think.
That would have been after this?
Yeah.
We're in, 06 right now?
Yes.
Okay. So a year later.
Yeah.
So he was able to... So Jamie did drop a legit freestyle?
Yeah, it wasn't a verse that I ever recognized.
Okay, well, there you go. I'm correct. Look at me, being right all the time.
He could, Monoxide couldn't. That was also the instance where ICP were just there.
Oh, yeah.
And then they had them do it, and Jay just did a Dark Lotus verse.
Yep.
And it was like, what the fuck? Yeah. That's literally... Actually, that was similar to what I had on here. This is kind of a rehash of the prior tracks, but faster and with a better beat.
Yeah.
This is one of the earlier instances of Madrox chopping.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really chopping, but it's close.
Yeah, I mean he's playing with his flow and all that stuff. He's doing a lot of interesting things, keeping a nice rapid pace going. Mm-hmm. He's doing what he do.
But yeah, this is a fun fucking track. This is one every now and then at Twisted shows, they might do like one of the tracks from their solo records. I've never heard Jamie do something from his album. No. Monoxide has, and he's always done the song Evil, but it's a track that has Jamie Madrox on it, so that makes
just
sense.
another Twisted track, yeah.
Right. If they ever did something from his solo album, I would need it to be this one.
Yeah.
Like, this is the one that is just like, go fucking off. And have Monoxide cover, you know, your hype track, the hype man, you know, finish your lines or whatever.
Yeah.
But come on, like this song's so fucking good.
I mean,
we're getting all these. We're at a point right now where we're getting all of these like online streams, like the streaming concerts that I've fucking watched like all of them that MNE's done.
Yeah.
Where's my 15th anniversary Phatso?
Yeah, what's up with that?
What the hell? We're getting one from somebody else who's on your label, and yeah, what the fuck? Actually, at this point, it will have already been out, but still, yeah. Anyways, Keep On is fucking solid ass track, like fucking great.
Jay's still bitterly holding on to the rights for this album specifically.
Just this one.
Yeah, not Earth 2, just this one.
All right, let's move on. Track 9, Sour Patch Bitches.
Hey, yo, Blaze. Hey, check this shit out, man. Swivel gave me this beat. It's some old school shit, man. I'm thinking we need to ride on them old rat face, tack head ass bitches. You know what I'm talking about, them old ran through bitches. The kind of bitches where you see them and you be like, oh, nah, not this bitch again. We put the J in Juggalo, put the F in fat kid. No, I'm not a pimp, but I slap that bitch. I like the juggalettes with the big asses. Gripping to the shows in they daddy's E-classes. Wearing J-Lo, rose-colored sunglasses. Sucking truck drivers for some backstage passes. You know how they do it when they want to get in. By any means necessary to impress their friends. Now you done sucked everyone up in my crew and then spanned off into sucking other groups of two. People everywhere calling you dick breath because you know for letting any and everything get they dick wet. Don't kiss that bitch because she's sour. Tell that hoe to go and take a shower. I'm just saying they ain't all innocent. And some of them also have your ass sitting in the clinic.
This means you, bitch. This means you. This means you, bitch. This means you. This means you, bitch. This means you. This means you, bitch. This means you.
And even with a rotten mouth and a dirty bush,
now give me half a chance. I probably could have fucked you.
And even with the clap and some nuts on your back, on your
really,
back.
I'm not sure, but I think that I could fuck you.
And even with Hep C and a shade push,
Pretty girl, and tell me, did I fuck you?
and even with a gang of kids and a mustache,
It's a motherfucking shame. I can't remember if I fucked you.
Got Blaze on the track.
Got Blaze on that track. And Blaze is doing some overtime on there.
Yeah.
Because he's got his little smooth voice on the beginning of that hook.
Mm-hmm.
And then he comes through with his gruff voice on his verse.
Yeah.
Just perfect Blaze. Perfect.
He's all over it. Although at the very beginning of the track, I love that it's just Jamie and like Blaze was like, I'm not gonna respond to anything that you're saying. I refuse. This is a purely professional relationship. I will do my verse and then I will leave. Don't talk to me anymore, Jamie.
I've given you the wire instructions. So this is a track that is basically calling out easy girls.
Mm-hmm.
Not something that would really fly nowadays.
I want to know actually, because since they brought it up, I mean, I want to know how many people like they have sent to a clinic.
Ugh.
I mean, I can't imagine it's any, right? Because only women can pass along STDs, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that?
Yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah.
Anyway, at the very least, Blaze is capable of conjuring up, like, you know, he can imagine the kind of women that he likes and rap about them. It's amazing.
So what you're saying is Twisted needs to replace Monoxide with Blaze You Dead Homie?
You know, I really think they do.
Okay. Even though normally it's the reverse with Jamie and Monoxide, so we would actually have to switch Jamie out for Blaze.
No, we wouldn't.
That is actually that's something that happened.
It would be perfect because Jamie and Blaze both tend to just do their own thing and not give a fuck about anyone else's
right. I can't remember what it was. I think it may have actually been for Twisted's next album when they toured. Monoxide actually got hurt and could not do the remaining dates, and Blaze came out instead because Blaze has a fucking like sponge for a brain and knows all the lyrics, and so he did Monoxide's verses for all of their shit.
Nice.
I think that was on the supporting tour for the next Twisted album that came out. So when Robbie hopefully at that point talks to us for that one, because that's the one he should be on, he can clarify that for us.
You know, here's actually I'm just going to throw this out right now. Anybody who may have happened to have seen one of those shows with Blaze filling in for Monoxide,
yes,
I'd like to hear about that. I'd like to hear what that was like. You know, that sounds like an interesting time because I would say that they have similarities in like their delivery and stuff. You know, like between the two of them, Blaze and Monoxide both have a kind of similar style in their delivery and all that stuff. Like voices pretty different, but like closer than Jamie's would be to Blaze.
Yeah.
And you know, I think it's a pretty good fit as far as, you know, having, if you had to sub somebody in, I'd probably pick Blaze for Monoxide.
Except Blaze could kind of sing, so now I want to hear the mutant tracks with Blaze.
Yeah, I want to hear him on the Joker.
Oh man,
that would actually be really cool.
That's it.
I could actually dig that. His singing voice, as goofy as it may be at times, I do want to hear that on the Joker.
I am paying for a cameo, and I'm just asking Blaze to sing a little bit of the Joker. There we go. And we'll once I do that, we'll have that'll be the intro of one of our episodes of Juggalo Judgment.
The rest of our episodes.
Yeah. So this track, I really actually enjoy it a lot.
It's all right.
It's got a solid but fun beat.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
They're yelling this entire time.
They are.
like we know that Blaze can't really do his gruff voice as much, because that's gonna fuck him up. Like, it's even getting to the point where Jamie Madrox can't do his Jamie Madrox voice. Like, it does not happen often, and when it does, we appreciate it. He's not doing that here, but Blaze is doing his gruff shit, and it just nice, chef's kiss. Mwah. So yeah, it's a fun track. Just the subject matter is not the best.
Yeah.
Down the patriarchy. Anyways, let's move on to track 10. Oh my God.
Triple stage darkness, who sparks the hardest? Kick a garbage can out, crawls a starving artist. I'm living it like others, I like to speak on and vent my mind or whatever my pen bleeds on. Headphones turned up loud in an attempt to block the outside world out. Bone deep, call me skeleton man, I weigh up the same when you divide me in half, and that's multiple division at its finest. And just like dope, you gotta try this, trust me. Fuck me, yeah, I'll be that, and you'll be back after somebody plays you a track. Factual, Hippocratic and critical, unbalanced formula requires time to settle. I'm from beneath the streets where scum from. I'm out to sewer grade, watch out, cause here I come. You can't stop this shit is
far from plain, it's so
this shit is
strange.
This shit is
hard like steel for you.
Oh my God. You can't stop this shit is
far from plain, it's so
this shit is
strange.
This shit is
hard like steel for you.
Oh my God.
I reckon, and this is just a little bit of speculation here, but I reckon this guy might be a little weird and twisted, and he really likes talking about it.
You're probably right.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna lie, this is a track that anytime it was coming on, I totally blanked on.
Yeah, I don't blame you because, again, what I just said, that's the track. It's a twisted track, but without monoxide on it.
This is a very unremarkable song.
It sure is.
And we, I have a feeling that whatever the song was about, we've heard it before, but done better. This is even one that, like, even the beat just doesn't do anything for me.
No.
Like,
I mean, there's some fun stuff in it, but it's kind of bland.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, I don't have anything else on this one. So it's just it is a song on this album that I will just probably pass up from now on.
Nope, just a glass of warm milk.
Ew.
Just sitting there.
Ew. I'd rather just take my expired Faygo. That's halfway gone. It's way easier to drink when it's not carbonated.
Well, I guess we can just move on. Whatever.
Yeah.
Good job being incredibly unremarkable, OMG. You tried. Or maybe you didn't. I don't think you did, honestly. Track 11.
Track 11.
Pledge Allegiance.
With the grace and heart of Florida Evans, as a family, we will rise the fuck up and ride on all you bitch-ass tricks. You motherfuckers ain't safe. You motherfuckers ain't safe. Not at all. You motherfuckers ain't safe. Because we ride in no 6 in infinity. Bitch, you ain't gotta like my shit. My shit is so real sometimes that it's downright ridiculous. Fictional sometimes when telling the tale. What can I say? Drama sale. You don't like it, go to hell. I try to tell them, but they just don't listen. See, they be knowing the words. It's the message they missing, but it's cool. You can go and bump it till you get your feel. And I'ma keep on working up on this field. Bitch, I represent the underground like a sewer break, motherfucker. And with my motherfucking fam on my side, you can't see me. You motherfuckers ain't safe. You motherfuckers ain't safe. Not at all. You motherfuckers ain't safe. You motherfuckers ain't safe. Not at all. You can jack this beat, you can jack these rhymes, and you can jack this dick 3 or 4.
The hell did I have to say about this? The first verse of this song is just the song "Bloom" by Nirvana. That's all. He says he has that line. This is the one where he has that line about people know all the words, but they don't get the message, and the problem is that they're bad at coherent messages in their music. Most of the time, anything that they say is just if they have a message in their music, it's probably just a rhyme that was convenient in the moment for them to write. Because you can almost guarantee that within like 3 songs or so, they're gonna say something different. Yeah, I'm fucking coming for their neck. I don't give a fuck. Jamie. If you're gonna accuse people of not listening to what you're saying in your music, maybe you should say something of fucking substance, my dude. And maybe be consistent about it.
And people say that we go easy on Twisted.
That's all I have for this track.
I have nothing for this track. So I'm glad that you had that.
Well, it had that line in it. We talked about it before we started recording, and you said you said something about it, but whatever.
Yeah, that line about people can hear the lyrics, but they don't hear the meaning, and honestly, that is something that I struggle with a lot of times, where it's I've literally talked to people about certain oh yeah, this is talking about they said this because of this person that they were feuding with at the time. I'm like, I didn't get that at all. What did you think it was? I was like, I don't know. I thought it was a cool fucking line. That's
right.
All. I'm very bad at the subliminal, hints or whatever.
It's not subliminal, Mike.
Well, anyways, I feel like the people who got super surprised in 2002 whenever ICP said the carnival's gone.
Lord. That was
just dropping that hatchet right then and there. They tricked me. Well, they weren't sorry.
Yeah. I feel like the difference, like ICP, they can be inconsistent about some things, but they were extremely loud about that and very frequently. It showed up so much. The iconography, everything's in there. But as far as Twisted goes, though, they're just kind of like, they'll nod to things, whatever, and then 2 songs later, they're like, but actually, beating women is cool. And not even with like a wink and a nod. It's just like, they're just saying it. It's like, well, there we go.
Track 12. 4 fist, 2 axe handles.
4 fists, 2 axe angles to death. Watch yourself, cause they swing right to left. 4 fists, 2 axe angles to death. Watch yourself, cause they swing right. 4 fists, 2 axe angles to death. Watch yourself, cause they swing left. 4 fists, 2 axe angles to death. Cause they swing right to left. 4 fists, 2 axe angles to death. Watch yourself, cause they swing right to left. 4 fists, 2 axe angles to death. Watch yourself, cause they swing right. 4 fists, 2 axe angles to death. Watch yourself, cause they swing left. 4 fists, 2 axe angles to death. Cause they swing right to left.
Stained glass image, I can levitate like Chris Angel over the line of scrimmage. Sheba try to stop me, but I'm too quick. I'm dyslexic, I move like Bayou Magic. Neck bones, cow tongues, and rooster blood. Twisted, if you ain't down, we don't know you, son. Blessed like amateur fuck tapes when bitches shoving everything in the kitchen sink up in their cupcake. Ruthless like O'Shea and Andre. In the early days, cutting edge like snuff tapes. Draped up in all black like Barnabas. Dark shadows casting a dark image on upper crust. Cut 'em up, 4 fists, 2 axe handles to death. Watch yourself, cause they swing right to left. If off the back till they hit and destroy. Don't bring a butter knife to a next fight, homeboy.
4 fists, 2 axe angles to death. Watch yourself, cause they swing right to left. 4 fists, 2 axe angles to death.
God, it takes like a fucking minute before the verse actually starts.
Oh, it sure do.
So this one is basically a Twisted track. Monoxide is featured on here, and similar.
Oh, he is on here?
Yes.
Okay.
Similar to Evil from Chainsmoker, which I mentioned before. This should have been on a Twisted album. Like, this track is them doing what they do best.
See, I wrote, it's a Twisted song without Monoxide because I didn't realize he was on here. And then I said, and a kind of mediocre one.
Do you want to play a little bit more? Because he's immediately after this chorus.
Not really. Let me repeat my last line of this. And a kind of mediocre one. So...
That's rude. Oh, this one was produced by Monoxide too, so that's cool.
Interesting, because he did a pretty good job, like kind of imitating the Fritz style of your standard Twisted track.
Yeah, like I said, a lot of the stuff that he produced, I was very surprised about. Like, actually, aside from Pledge Allegiance, the prior 5 tracks were so This Bitch, Big Guns, Keep On, Sour Patch Bitches, and OMG. Those were all Monoxide. And none of those sound the same. Like, every now and then you'll hear, like, a producer and they're known for something. Like, there is something very specific to what they do and all songs they do. An artist that suffers from this terribly is Cottonmouth Kings. That there is this specific fucking drum hit that they use, and it is in almost every goddamn song that they ever make. And it's like, you guys need to do a little bit something more. Like, it's a cool sound. It's just, man, you use this on every fucking thing imaginable. But, like, Monoxide did some cool shit with the tracks that he produced here. But no, I enjoy this one. It's a little bit more, like, it's slightly leaning into the horrorcore, which, let's be real.
The what?
Twisted were horrorcore artists.
The what?
Horrorcore.
The what?
The Wicked shit.
Oh, okay. Okay.
There you go.
Can't say that on the You can't say that in Psychopathic Records. That's illegal.
Anyways, there's been like none of that on this. This is just a rap album. This is not Jamie Madrox from Twisted, the horrorcore wicked shit artist. This is Jamie Madrox, the rapper. This is the closest that we get to something that would have been a Twisted song. And I like it. I mean, the beat is probably the most aggressive one on here, for good reason. And I like it. I really do. I'm kind of surprised that this album only had 3 guest features.
Yeah.
And 2 of them were Monoxide. It's a bit interesting.
It's almost like
this is a good one to have them on.
It's almost like didn't want to have certain other people on his album. He may have taken that little jab at Monoxide for holding on to beefs too much way back on Get him probably, but deep down he's still on Monoxide's side.
Just don't.
He's gonna
just don't do it.
He's gonna be
just don't.
He's being subtle about it.
Just don't.
ICP listens to Get Him and they hear him make that little, or what fucking track was that? It was the one that was missing a verse. I think Get Him was the one. Yeah. So he took that little jab. So ICP hears that and they're like, yeah, Jamie's on our side. But then he just doesn't have them on any of the tracks and they just don't even notice. They don't even notice. So yeah, this is just a Twisted track. It was whatever. The beat is good and all that stuff. It's just, I guess maybe like this late in the album, a standard Twisted stuntin' track is just like, man, we've had 1,000 of these, but without the guy who isn't as good at rapping. Like I didn't need another one.
All right. Well, clearly you have nothing nice to say about this one. Frankly, I'm sad. That's a real tearjerker.
This song right here is dedicated to my mom, to my pop, to my family, to my daughter, to the people that I know and love today.
I was the product of 2 people that never got along. I was named after a song they heard the night I was born. I was probably never planned, but you know how it go. Pops was strong and had it all under control. Moms was on and bored and couldn't wait to leave, but she was pregnant now and still a mother to be. And because of that fact, she stayed and put up with his shit and took everything that motherfucker could dish. Believe it wasn't easy, and from what I'm told, then again I don't remember. I was 2 years old. I was too young to know and see the tears in her eyes. I wonder why every night she would cry and pray to die. That's some fucked up shit, but I was so carefree, like every other child, just living a fantasy. Never thought for a second, considered it wasn't real. If it wasn't, should I change the way that I feel?
Just like a parent wanna shield you from love and pain, no matter how much inside that they're suffering. A true sacrifice, like the wings of a dove, and it's real because it's all love coming again. Just like a parent wanna shield you from love and pain, no matter how much inside that they're suffering. A true sacrifice, like the wings of a dove, and it's real.
So, way back on Most Tasteless, I think it was on Renditions of Reality, we hear Madrox mention the death of his father. It was like, in the context of the song, it was like, I think he said he died 11 years ago today, I think was the line. So, I think it may have been mentioned here and there as time goes on, but obviously we know that Jamie's father died when he was young, and this is the most direct, I guess, recounting of his childhood regarding that.
Yeah,
this is the most raw emotion that we get on this whole album.
Yeah. This is it
for something like on Chainsmoker, where we actually had more songs with that.
Yeah.
But remember we talked about how like, oh yeah, this is the shit that was bad and the shit that was bad that I did, but I'm not going to change, obviously.
Right.
This is just something that is obviously, you know, the loss of a parent, especially at such a young age, is, you know, that's a traumatic experience. And he's basically like just opening his heart for this.
Yeah.
It kind of makes me wish that we would have had more stuff like this. I'm not saying have multiple songs about this particular subject, but something that was expresses Jamie as being more vulnerable.
Yeah.
Because again, this is probably the most heartfelt song in this album for good reason.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously you have to listen to 12 other tracks to get to this.
For sure.
And I think that it was probably best that this was on his album, because this probably would have gotten lost if this was on like an actual Twisted record.
Oh yeah.
So it makes sense that he decided to make this song here.
Yeah. This track, okay, so the third verse of this is pretty interesting in that it really gets into one of the very regrettable aspects of the society in which we live, where he kind of talks about how he wasn't ever really afforded a grieving process for what happened. Because, you know, even as kids and stuff, we're taught to just deal with it, you know, not in those cases. We're, you know, literally anything that happens to a kid, it's like you're just kind of taught to just deal with it. If something makes you feel bad, you just deal with it, you know, all of this stuff. You just kind of have to swallow all that down. That's whatever. So whenever something really big like this hits, all of a sudden people are expecting something different out of you, you know, but for every smaller thing, you've been told to just deal with it. So, like, what the fuck else? What frame of reference do you have to deal with something big like this? The same fucking thing. So whenever all of a sudden people are expecting you to open up and stuff like that, you don't fucking want to, because you've never had that opportunity before. You know, that's just kind of the way that we're taught and stuff like that. Like, personally, like me, like, I feel that all the fucking time. You know, I've been to a lot of funerals for family members and friends of the family and stuff. And it's like, yeah, I feel sad and all that stuff. And it sucks. But in general, like, you know, I don't want to be all like, I don't want to be all crying and shit at a funeral, because I just don't, you know, that's been taught. It's been burned into my brain that it's just like, nah, that's the bad thing. You don't want that, because,
yeah,
you know, it's perfectly acceptable to do so. It's reasonable. Somebody's fucking dead, you know, somebody that you knew and cared about. But, you know, we're not taught to process fucking anything. And so whenever something comes along big that we should really process, we still fucking don't do it, because the way that you're taught to deal with anything else is how you're going to deal with that too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, unfortunately, there is no, especially at that age, like at a younger age, like I think the way he explains it, I don't know what, like how old he was.
Yeah. Well, we can probably do some math based on when Most Tasteless came out, and
so Most Tasteless was like 98.
So 87.
So you think maybe 87. And
yeah, I don't know how old he is.
Dude, this is right in the middle. Let me see. He was born in 75, so he would have been around 12.
Yeah.
You know, assuming that was accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is still a very, very difficult age. It's not whenever you're super young. It's, you know, you're you know, preteen, and yeah, that's a very, very difficult time, especially to lose, you know, one of your parents,
and to feel like you didn't have any kind of closure for it or anything like that either. Like, it's just
right.
You know, if some because he also talks about how his father was just very closed off in general. Like, he didn't have a very, like, it's from what he says in this, it doesn't sound like he had a very close relationship with him or anything like that, and he kind of wanted to, but he just didn't have that kind of opportunity, and then all of a sudden he's gone.
Right. Yeah. Like I said, this was it's jarring to have this song on here, compared to everything else we've heard thus far, but it's definitely something like this. This is not one of my favorite tracks. I'll say that right now. But this is probably one of the most important tracks that Jamie's ever done.
Yeah.
And I'm sure a lot of people believe that, creating music or writing everything is probably therapeutic, and I'm sure that this probably is something that he wanted to do because of that. I'm sure that this was a very important song for him to make because of that. So I don't really have much else for this. I think that this was afforded a smart spot on the album, though.
Yeah, it could. Yeah, I don't know. It's in a spot. I mean, we'll take it for what it is.
Never think me quack if it's poppin', I got your back. If it's stallin', I got your back. If they beefin', then we attack us. We riding and now in the position to define the mission and dreams. Focus the cameras over here on me, I'm speaking. I radiate a vibe that's kept many alive, while causing others to go out of their mind at the same time. I'm only human and doing what others doing, like running a rat race. We're trying to fill a space, fill the place with heads and let them hear my shit. Crowd don't lie, they'll let you know if it's a hit or miss, unless they're hypocrite, depending on the weather, be the outcome of them saying your old shit is better. That's some cold shit, but I'm prepared for it to happen. Sometimes an upgrade in the drive, bring about a chain reaction, evolution. Let them understand why I'm doing this. My style ain't changed, bitch. You need to mind your business and just take it for what it is. Take it for what it is. Just take it for what it is. Take it for what it is. Just take it for what it is and focus. No big head, just focus. Get right.
So hey, this is more of what the majority of this album was.
Yep.
There's
just ending on another stunting track.
Yeah.
He's got some solid flow on this. There's some interesting stuff going on throughout it as far as his flow goes. He gets a little experimental here and there. Nothing too out of line, but yeah, it's good stuff. Good rhymes. He's throughout this album. Honestly, he has some pretty good rhymes and references and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun.
Yeah, I'm like we've said it before. Madrox is very, very good when it comes to, writing and rapping.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just a matter of finding a topic and sticking to that topic.
Yeah.
Like, we had like one of the things that we've said before that we enjoy is storytelling songs. Like the famous Violent J storytelling. With the exception of Tearjerker, there's none of that here.
No.
And they've been able to do it before.
They have.
You can go back on pretty much every one of their albums, and there's at least a handful of songs of them telling a story. Let's go fucking look back at Ham Shabam. That was literally what I was going to say, Ham Shabam.
Yeah.
Fucking Ham Shabam, man. Like, it is not something that they are averse to doing. Just fucking take the time every now and then.
Well, they do take the time every now and then. Once an album.
Well, this is an album, and give me more than one here. But other than that, I mean, this track just I never really cared for this one, and I mean the chorus is okay. Actually, what threw me off was I hadn't listened to this song in a very long time, and the second half of the chorus where you hear him go "Get paid, get that," that is actually in another song that comes out in like 2008, and I never realized what it was from until we were doing our listens for this. And I was like, what the fuck?
Interesting.
So it was interesting for me to hear that and be like, oh, I get that reference. Yeah, that's how this album ends for me, is on a track that I just don't care for.
It's just, yeah, it's here. We've been through so many other tracks that are just this track.
And a number of them are better.
Yeah.
One of them being literally on this album.
Yeah.
You know?
Not to say that like a good 50% of these tracks are just copied and pasted, but a good 50% of these tracks are almost copied and pasted.
Yeah. It's a bummer because I really wish I would have had more diversity on this. And, you know, because I've argued about this album before. I've argued about this album to Robbie.
Oh.
And I was like, dude, Phatso's so good. And
here we are.
We get to this.
You found out you were wrong.
I'm like, man, this album is really not as quote unquote good as I thought. Like, there's tracks on here I fucking love. Don't get me wrong.
They're good tracks, yeah.
But ultimately, now I'm wondering, was Chainsmoker a better put together album than this?
A better put together?
No?
Maybe.
You don't think?
Know. I don't think it was a better album.
I think that at this point,
maybe it's actually just
Chainsmoker may have been a more diverse album.
Maybe in that way, I suppose. It wasn't good though.
Like, I'm not saying that I loved that album. There's some tracks on there that I absolutely love. Like, if Twisted ever decided, oh, we're gonna make an album where we each have solo tracks, like I thought of this idea, and I really wish that they would do this, is give me like a 12-track CD. Give me 4 that are Jamie, 4 that are Monoxide, 4 that are Twisted. Okay? Just do that concept. And if I took my 4 favorite songs from Chainsmoker, my 4 favorite songs from this, and then, 4 of the random Twisted songs, it'd be fucking great. Like, it could be done and could be fun. And some of them would probably still sound like Twisted tracks because guess what? This bitch would probably be on there. And what that had Jamie that was on Chainsmoker, fucking Evil, was a good song, so that'd probably just be thrown on there.
I just came up with an idea, right?
Okay, what's your idea?
Here we go.
Okay.
I wouldn't listen to this because I'm not that interested in either of the artists that would be on this. But what if we had a compilation album and it's Spelling Time with Monoxide and Isham? Two people who love
just anytime
to spell,
they spell
their names or anything. I mean, Isham loves to spell fucking anything in a song. And it's just all of the tracks in which
got sounds of the hymns on it.
Yeah. It would be a very long album.
Blaze has to be on there too.
Oh yeah, that's true.
B to the L to the A Z E.
It would be an extremely long album, and again, I wouldn't listen to it. But I'm sure somebody out there would.
I want it. Let's have it. Let's get it on.
You know what? Here's what we can do. Collect all of the tracks. What we'll do a thing, and by we I mean you. You can find all of the tracks, and we'll draft up some album art for it, and we'll pitch it. And I'm sure it'll go over great because Isham has a famously great relationship with
anybody
on the face of the planet.
Perfect. Put that out. Print money. just I get 1% of each album sale. I think that's fair.
I get 2 because I came up with it.
Oh, okay, fine. So that's Phatso.
That's Phatso.
We pretty much already said our thoughts.
Okay.
It's an alright album. I think one of the best things about it overall is the production. I think that it has... I think a good 80% of the songs on here have fantastic production. Some of them, unfortunately, just fall a bit flat, but the majority of them sound awesome. It's mixed very well. But unfortunately, because it's all just flexing, at least 3/4 of this album is flexing, and it does get old sometimes. Having a good line here and there does not mean that the whole thing is great. Yeah. But there are standout tracks, like, by far. But again, it makes me wonder, like, okay, I loved this album when I was younger, but is it just because there was 5 songs I played over and over again, and the rest of it was just lackluster. That's probably what it was.
I mean,
which is why whenever we got to Chainsmoker, I'm wondering maybe Chainsmoker is a better album in the sense of it again being more diverse.
Mm-hmm.
Jamie Madrox is just a better rapper.
I mean, it's also very possible that in terms of listening to it, like back in the day, because I mean, I also would feel this too. I'm sure if I was to go back and listen to some things that I used to listen to, I would just be like, wow, this is all very samey, isn't it? And, back in the day, I wouldn't have noticed as much because it's just kind of like, it's on in the background. I'm not paying as much attention to what's being said in it or whatever. I'm not trying to draw anything out of it. It's there and it works. And even if it's not like super musically diverse, again, it's just kind of in the background. It makes noise while I drive or while I chill, while I'm riding on the bus to school before I was able to drive. But if you were going to take 3 tracks off of this, what would they be?
So my 3 tracks, the number 1, of course, is Keep On.
Uh-huh.
There was no denying that was going to be on there. The next one is going to be This Bitch.
Okay.
And the other one is Sour Patch Bitches.
Mm-hmm.
Love those. What about you?
I'd probably go with Keep On. It is a good one. I would probably also take This Bitch in a shocking move. Then I'd probably throw Tearjerker on there. It is a very good track. I do really like it.
All right. What would you remove? Everything else.
Probably fucking Big Guns, probably.
Okay. I would get rid of Freak Out.
That was my secondary, probably.
Right. So, that's Phatso. Now, the same day that Phatso released, there was also the Phatso Earth 2 version. Earth 2 is a reference to DC Comics, where there are various other Earths, and there were, I think there was like a really big storyline in, I think, the 80s or the 90s, revolving around Earth 2.
Wasn't that also like maybe it wasn't that one. There's an all-star Superman run where he's dying because too much sun, and he creates literally another Earth without him to see how the planet will be whenever he's gone. And the implication of it is meant to be like he's literally looking in on our Earth to see will it be okay?
You know what?
I actually really want to read the rest of that. I learned about it through a video.
I've never read a Superman story, so
this particular run sounds really fucking good. Just really cool shit as far as Superman goes.
Huh. I'll have to look into that. I'm not a big Superman fan, but I'd be interested in checking that out. So anyways, this album came out the same day as the regular Phatso. It was only available on Hatchet Gear and on tour. So if you didn't get it then, you're assed out. Good luck spending $90 or more on eBay. There is a copy for $150 that's sealed that I saw. So yeah, good times. The difference with that album is, aside from other artwork, every song has either a guest, an alternate instrumental, or a combination of the two. And also there is a track that is switched with one of the ones on here. I believe it's the song Pledge Allegiance from here is switched with another song, and I think there might be a different skit as well. We will be covering that. That'll be our next episode, and
yeah, guys,
everything
remember all the stuff that we talked about here and how excited we were for this album? Sure am excited to hear it again.
Hey, but you know what though? Some of the tracks I genuinely enjoy more than some of the ones on this one.
But Mike,
what?
We've been over your track record with remixes.
And how I'm on point every time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Anyway, you can find us on our various social medias. You can go all the way back to our episode about the Great Malenko and hear the actual good version of that song before somebody went and made it garbage. Same with this show. You can hear this show when it was much better. Hey, no, it's true. We were on top of the game on the Great Malenko. Maybe Hell's Pit. It's a tough one. Those two are.
Hell's Pit's still probably my favorite, but still.
But both of those episodes were top of the line. But
well, you know what's so good about those episodes? We had a guest on those.
It's true.
You know, and our Wizard of the Hood episode, also a great episode with a guest, which means that theoretically our next episode should be
fucking great,
one of our best.
I think so. We're bringing back our guest from Hell's Pit.
No, we're not.
I know.
Why do you continue to say that?
It was a fun joke in that thread about how Buckshot and Boondocks are the same person. Just carrying it on.
So, you can let us know your thoughts on Phatso. You can let us know your thoughts about the Earth 2 version. But tell me directly. I don't want Shmeev to know anything about it until he starts listening. Just cause.
Sure.
Because I love getting those random texts of, for fuck's sake, this goddamn album.
Yeah, direct all Phatso Earth 2 stuff to @StraightEdgeJuggalo on Twitter. Or Mike Spawn the SEJ on Twitter. And then
anyways,
Straight Edge Juggalo on Instagram. Direct all stuff about anything but Juggalo things to @Shmeev. And direct any of the other shit to @Juggalo Judgment on Twitter, Juggalo Judgment on Facebook, @Juggalo Judgment on Instagram, JuggaloJudgment@gmail.com.
Perfect. Flawless.
I'm pretty good at things.
Yeah, you know. All right then. Well, thank you very much for listening. As always, we appreciate it. Hit us up. And with that, just one final thing to do.
Finish your face.
All of a sudden you're in a knapsack, hands stuck, take dead stuffed in my hatchback. You can match that.
Peace. Peace out.
I was already finished with this halfway through.
With the